I slapped her to the ground simply because her right foot crossed the threshold first. Everyone thought I was insane, but only I knew the truth. The Doomsday Artifact game was about to descend. Hordes of demons would slaughter humanity, and only a select few who awakened artifact powers would survive. In my past life, to protect my stepsister, I resolutely chose the durable warrior class. I fought desperately, determined to reach the pinnacle so she could live a safe life. All I got in return was her heartless betrayal. She not only colluded with my enemies to poison me with a deadly toxin, but also brutally gouged out my eyes just to please her beloved idol. I demanded to know why she did this. Her only response was a look of utter disgust, followed by the treacherous glint of a blade swinging towards me. Filled with profound regret, I swore that if I ever got a second chance, I would live only for myself. Perhaps the heavens pitied me. I opened my eyes and found myself alive, back in the real world, specifically the day the game descended. The very next moment, my stepsister, Qin Xiaoyu, kicked the door open and demanded to know why I hadn't answered her calls, just as it happened before, and right beside her was Song Fei, the villain who aided in my demise. Before the game, he was a minor underground idol, and Qin Xiaoyu was his obsessive fan. Now that I saw their true faces, there was no need to spare her feelings. I delivered the first slap. Qin Xiaoyu couldn't believe I dared to hit her, but I simply retorted, "Keep barking at me, and I'll slap your mouth shut." I then tossed her the bank card our parents left us, adding, "For their sake, I won't lower myself to your level. But listen closely, Qin Feng no longer has a sister like you. I missed so many opportunities in my past life protecting her. Now, without that burden, I wondered how high I could ascend in this game. Armed with my knowledge from the previous timeline, I would stay ahead of every other player. As for Song Fei, I swore I would kill him with my own hands." The class selection hall was just as I remembered. Last time, I panicked and spent hours before choosing warrior to protect Xiaoyu. While warriors are strong, they didn't suit me. Mobility was paramount. This time, I chose the assassin class without hesitation. The system automatically bound the Eye of Judgment artifact to me. Its sole property, the Authority of Judgment, dictates that the player automatically receives the highest grade class and talent upon entering the artifact game. It seems once an artifact recognizes its master, no one can steal it. Due to the Eye of Judgment, the system upgraded my class to a hidden class. System currently initiating class transfer. Congratulations, you have become the Shadow. This was the assassin's unique hidden class, and the power felt immensely different from before. Every class has a small chance to obtain its hidden superior class, but the Authority of Judgment guarantees it. I later realized the Authority of Judgment is the universe's most ancient primordial authority, superseding even rules and order. Unfortunately, without divinity, I couldn't actively use its passive effects yet. In my previous life, it took 7 years for the strongest players to leave the God-forsaken land and reach the Land of Order, which is where humanity first learned of the power of order. Now, starting with a primordial authority that surpasses both order and rules, I just need to reach the Land of Order and acquire divinity to activate it. It seems I have a long road ahead. The system prompted me for a game ID. I named myself Shadow. You are entering the God-forsaken land. Killing demons outside the town grants tradable lifespan. If you die in the game, you lose half your lifespan, both tradable and non-tradable. Other players were already entering the game. Strong players from all nations would soon emerge and reshape the world's order, so I had to be ahead. I spotted a few dead players near the portal. Those monsters are too fierce. A level 1 crawler took out a third of my HP in one hit. What do we do now? I noticed a blonde woman who was also a hidden class, evident from the longbow she used instead of a short bow. She spotted me as well. "Hello, Shadow. Want to team up?" I immediately refused. I wouldn't waste time with them. As I turned to leave, the blonde woman signaled her teammates to follow. They wanted to gather intel and see how I'd die quickly. They soon noticed my difference. My starting gear was not like other assassins, and my speed was remarkably fast, as was my clothing. Not wanting unnecessary trouble, I activated my shadow skill. Submerge. Submerge. Enter a period of invisibility, but attacking reveals you. Shadow Strike. Attack power is enhanced. Invisibility mastery. Duration doubled, and invisibility level increased. Early on, no player or demon should be able to detect me. My invisibility was about to end, but thankfully the cooldown started upon activation, so I could use it again in a few seconds. Infinite Evolution. All players start with 10 base stats. Different classes get bonuses. Last time, Warrior only added 3 to Strength and Vitality. This time, all my stats received a bonus, with Agility getting an extra 8 points. I immediately allocated all my available points to Agility, as it was crucial for the Shadow. In the early game, any demon's damage is crushing, so only increased speed from high Agility allows for damage-free kills. A sound ahead revealed a level 1 common crawler devouring lifespan, likely the one that wiped out the blonde woman's party. From the wounds, they must have drained a lot of blood from it. set. Demons gain lifespan and can evolve by killing and devouring players. The crawler suddenly attacked. I quickly activated Submerge and vanished. While it searched for me, I burst forward and landed on its head. I then activated Shadow Strike from behind, instantly killing the crawler. The bonus from attacking from behind doubled the damage. Last time, my warrior's critical hit only dealt about 40 damage, and I had to circle the crawler for a long time, getting wounded in the process. The blonde woman's party lost an estimated 100+ years of lifespan, but the drop was only 54 years. Just as I was disappointed, the system chimed. Authority of Judgment activated. Congratulations, you have acquired the talent Infinite Evolution. Infinite Evolution, a primordial grade talent. Killing demons solo has a chance to award evolution points to enhance skills. You automatically gain 5 evolution points daily. Killing a boss-level demon solo guarantees evolution points. I had never heard of such an infinite growth talent in my past life. This was the power that transcended rules and order. I tried evolving Submerge and the Backstab skill. Submerge's invisibility time increased from 12 seconds to 16 seconds. Shadow Strike's attack power increased from 60 to 90. Backstab damage increased from 10% to 15%. This combination allowed for potentially infinite stealth. If I had these upgraded skills earlier, I could have one-shot the full HP crawler. First boss kill. Hey kid, you look scrawny. A guy like me can handle 10 of those things. It looks tough leveling alone. Want to stick with me? A voice said from behind. As he spoke, a pair of red eyes appeared in the tree above him. A fisher demon. I instantly used Submerge. While the two players were confused by my sudden disappearance, the fisher had already climbed onto their heads, accompanied by several small spiders. What is that thing? They exclaimed, finally realizing it was a bronze grade level 1 fisher, a novice boss with 1600 HP and a few regular level 1 spiderlings. Even as a novice boss, it was too much for new players. Perfect. A test for my newly upgraded skills. I hit the fisher with a Shadow Strike and immediately dodged its spine attack, then re-entered Submerge. The damage was shockingly high, 338 points from a weak point attack. My high agility saved me. With my 130 HP, I would have been instantly killed if hit. The fisher suddenly entered a frenzy. These demons had some intelligence and wouldn't just stand there. It began an indiscriminate attack to find my location, with its spiderlings acting as lookouts. I couldn't get close. However, I theorized that my primary damage came from the Shadow Strike bonus and my hidden class enhancements. Even throwing a rock should deal significant damage. Once Submerge cooled down, I threw a rock, which triggered the Shadow Strike, Backstab, and Weak Point bonuses, dealing 279 damage. I immediately re-entered Stealth, and the fisher was doomed. A server-wide announcement followed. Player Shadow has killed the fisher, and is the first to reach level 2. The Bakertown leaderboard is now active. Novice players in town were stunned. I've died twice already, and someone is already soloing a boss? It must be a solo kill according to the rankings. Someone please introduce me to this hero. The blonde woman instantly recognized the name. It's that guy. His leveling speed is ridiculous. We can't even kill regular trash mobs and he soloed a boss? Is the system broken? The couple nearby realized he was the only player near the spider. Is he Shadow? I gained 46 days of tradable lifespan, a skill book called Hand of Greed, and a bronze grade corrosion dagger. I was surprised a bronze boss dropped this assassin-only divine skill. It significantly boosts gear acquisition, a 20% chance for extra loot from a large boss, though only 20%. My infinite evolution talent could push that chance and drop quantity infinitely. The poison dart. Meanwhile, in the real world, people started showing symptoms of fainting and had a semi-transparent appearance. This was just the beginning. Everyone would soon realize the gravity of the artifact game. I immediately evolved Hand of Greed to the gold grade. Using it on a demon corpse gave me a 20% to 70% chance of an extra piece of loot, with a 20% chance of the loot's grade being increased by 1. This was insane! 3 more attribute points would evolve it to level 3, bringing me closer to 100% extra loot. More people would flood into the game soon. I needed to pick up the pace, as everyone would soon discover that in-game skills and equipment could be extracted to the real world, causing chaos. Extraction required 2 things, level 10, and enough tradable lifespan. Grinding small mobs was too slow. I needed to find more powerful bosses. I heard fighting nearby. It was a bronze grade level 2 dash crawler. Someone is handing me a pillow right as I feel sleepy. Wait, that man was Wang Meng. The rumors were true. He formed a team of all hidden classes right as the game launched. His hidden class, Holy Shield Warrior, had double the base stats and an invulnerability skill. His teammates were also top tier. The Mage's Prophet, double damage, auto fireball. The Archer's Sharp-Eyed Shooter, double stats, auto multi-arrow, and the Priest's Divine Domain Cleric, double healing, starting with group heal. Despite their power, Wang Meng's team struggled against the dash crawler's speed and evasion. Wang Meng was optimistic, but he forgot this was the wilderness. Prolonged fighting attracts other demons. A level 2 regular demon, a Contaminator, appeared and used a ranged attack. One of Wang Meng's teammates slashed the Contaminator's arm, but the knife got stuck, dealing only 33 damage. The Contaminator retaliated by spitting a foul, sludge-like substance causing the team to vomit. The female mage screamed for help. I activated Submerge. As the mage closed her eyes in fear, I instantly sliced off the contaminator's head. The team was stunned. Someone helped us? They one-shot a level 2 contaminator? It takes us over 10 seconds to kill a level 1 crawler. How is that possible? Wang Meng instantly knew they had help. Forget it for now. Let's focus on the dash crawler. Killing the contaminator gave me a skill book. Poison Dart, another assassin skill. Poison Dart, throw a highly toxic dart, 14m max range, deals 12 base damage and applies the poison status, 50% continuous damage per second, lasting 5 seconds. Wang Meng's team situation was still bad. The dash crawler stabbed Wang Meng's abdomen and tossed him into the air. The healer couldn't keep up. No choice! Run! Wang Meng yelled. Suddenly a green spike hit the dash crawler's forehead, dealing 845 weak point damage. The team was slack-jawed. What was that? One hit took out half the boss's health. In its pain, the dash crawler dropped Wang Meng. Then the incredibly potent continuous damage from Poison Dart kicked in. In a blink, the dash crawler collapsed, dead. Since my damage contributed over 90%, all loot went to me, and I leveled up to level 3. The Poison Dart's continuous damage actually benefited from my class passive. Combined with Submerge, I could infinitely stealth and throw darts. No monster in the mid-game could stand against me. Wang Meng was dumbfounded. Holy hell, is that damage even human? But before he could ask, the loot vanished. He got up and bowed. Friend, I don't know who you are, but thank you for saving us. I warned them, don't trust people so easily in the wild. Wang Meng was a decent person, and backed by the great Xia government, he had enough financial power. I needed a stable sales channel for my excess loot. This boss kill was a good haul, and I had plenty of gear and skill books from other classes. Once my inventory was full, I could sell them for tradable lifespan. I was progressing hundreds of times faster than my past life. Songfei, Wei Wei, I'll be coming for you soon. 1,000,000 to level up. Not long after, Wang Meng's team ran into a huge group of monsters, including a powerful plant-type boss. After a symbolic struggle, the entire team was sent back to the starting point. They needed level 3 to leave the game, but the monsters were swarming, and the injured ones kept running away, trapping them in a loop. Other players were facing the same dilemma. The blonde woman's party had died 3 times and only had 10 years of non-tradable lifespan left. One more death, and they were gone for good. Look, Shadow is already level 3. The second player is still only level 1. He must know the leveling method. We need to get him to boost us to level 3 and get out of here. Send a message. I'll give him 10 million cash in the real world if he takes me. Let's see if he can resist that much money. Meanwhile, after killing a contaminator, I had enough evolution points. I immediately evolved Hand of Greed from Platinum to Jade Grade. Hand of Greed, Jade Grade. 110% to 160% chance to acquire an extra piece of loot, and a 20% chance to increase that loot's grade by 1. The effect was insane. Continuing to evolve, it might reach 100% or even 200% extra loot. Suddenly, a sense of danger flashed in my mind. I turned to see a bronze grade curse runner devouring lifespan, attempting to promote to silver grade. It must have wiped out at least 40 players. Unfortunately, my backpack was full, so I couldn't loot it. I marked its location and left. Killing it later, after clearing my inventory, would be fine. I returned to the safe zone and immediately set up a stall. Gear and skill book clearance. 10 minutes only. First come, first served. Other players were bewildered. When did he show up? And he's wearing 2 pieces of bronze gear. Did he kill a bronze grade monster? Look, that's Shadow, the one at the top of the rankings, but you can't see his face. A masked female mage walked up. She was Grey Rose, ranked 11th in Bakertown. How much for the ice cone staff? I quoted 100 days of tradable lifespan. Can you lower the price? Can I pay with real-world currency? She asked. No, I replied. Buy the lifespan from someone else with cash, then trade with me. If no one bids higher, it's yours. Grey Rose asked me to wait and consulted her team. They agreed to buy the lifespan, saying they needed to get to level 3 and leave first. The transaction was smoothly completed. As Grey Rose turned to leave, the blonde woman, Zhang Li, rushed over. I finally found you, Shadow. I'm giving you a chance to take me to level 3. I'll pay you 10 million cash in the real world. I finally recognized her. In my past life, Zhang Li was the leader of a crime syndicate that was later busted. She used cash to buy tradable lifespan as bait to kidnap people and force them to grind for her, killing them in the real world if they resisted. I instantly rejected the offer. If you're not buying anything, get lost. Zhang Li flew into a rage. Pah! What are you? I'm honoring you with this offer. If this were the real world, I'd rip your mouth off. I simply replied coldly, say one more word and I will kill you until your lifespan is completely 0. My aura completely overwhelmed her, and Zhang Li fled without looking back. You wait, Shadow! I paid her no mind. No one yet understood the true importance of tradable lifespan, nor did they realize the artifact game would shatter the real world's order. All the real world power and connections they once relied on would become meaningless. Only one's own strength would matter. And here this part end. Hope you like it and do not forget to sub.